Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Empower Others. I am your host, Linda Kennedy, and may we start with a word of prayer. Father God in heaven, we just thank you for this day. Thank you for this time, God, that you allowed us to be here in this space. Lord, we just lift your name up. Lord, thank you for the Good Friday that we had, Father. Lord, thank you for today is a special day. Lord, you went down in the grave, and I know on in the you was buried in a borrowed tomb. You went down in the grave, God, and bright and early on Sunday morning, you rose with all power in your hand, and we thank you for that. Lord, thank you for my guest that you have allowed to get here safely, God. I pray that you continue to lead and guide her in whatever she put her hands to. In Jesus' name, and forgive us for our sins. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am the host of Empower Others, and I have a special guest today. Her name is Shayla Ludy. So I will yield and let Shayla tell us a little bit about herself.
So I am originally from Lafayette, Georgia. I teach now at Brown Middle School. I coach basketball, softball. Um, yeah.
So- yes, and so tell you. So let me go back. I met Shayla when I started at Brown Middle School. I think may have been there a little time before, but when she came aboard, just a very sweet spirit. All the kids love her. I mean, all the kids, they Miss Ludy, and I'm on the other end, like, go to class, you're late, go to
Yeah.
class. But a very sweet spirit. And I think you told me before you also play basketball. Is that right?
Yes. I started playing, I want to say first grade, and then I ended
Wow.
up playing all through college.
Wow. So a
Yes.
lot of experience.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know a lot about sports. I'm not really a fan, but what position do you play or have played?
So growing up, I was point guard, shooting guard, and then when I got to college, I played the positions the 1 through the 4.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Have so I'm assuming basketball has always been like your passion to do.
That and softball. I
Okay.
started softball in 3rd grade,
Wow.
and I played that up until the weekend I moved into college.
Wow. Okay.
So
Wow. Very active. I guess I need
yes,
to get with you to get moving around here because it seems like as you get older, some of the pounds don't want to go away.
yeah, they
So
don't leave.
I
Yeah,
guess I better start doing
yeah.
something to help those pounds move. So do you like teaching?
Yes, I love teaching.
Because I've talked to over the years some teachers, they just don't like it. And I'm thinking like, hmm,
Mhm.
why are you doing it?
Right,
Because what's on the inside will come out, and
right.
people will know if you don't like something that you're
Hmm.
doing. And the other thing to that, why waste time doing something that you really don't want to do?
Hmm.
And I just asked that question, but I see that you like it, and you love the kids, which that is like, I'm gonna say love the kids and then teach in that
Hmm.
order, to me, because again, over the years, some people, they don't even like, working with children. And I'm like,
Right.
why is that?
Yeah.
And nowadays we need teachers that love children, and want to see them improve,
Mhm.
and so they're our next generation. I'm not about to, I hope I don't offend you, but I see you're younger. And so that is great because you can relate to them, on a different level than I can, because Lord's willing on the 11th I'll be 54. And so even working, oh, I don't know if I did tell you all that I work with Miss Ludy. I call her Miss Ludy. I give her respect. So it's different because I am older, and sometimes I may not be able to relate to the child, but um Shayla can. And so as a team, we work very well together, I think.
Mhm.
you know um so what was your journey like deciding to become a school teacher?
So it really started in high school. I took elementary education
Mm.
classes at Heritage, and we would go. So we took, you have to take the first class, and that's just like at school. And the second class, you do student teaching, and we would actually go to Boynton Elementary
Mm.
and like help the teachers. And so I always thought I wanted to do second grade, and I couldn't go no lower than second grade because
Right.
I can't handle the littles.
Right.
And so because I love my second grade teacher, so I was like, okay, I want second grade. And then the teacher was like, okay, I'm putting you in kindergarten. And I was like, oh
The
my
very thing you
gosh.
didn't want.
Oh my gosh. So then after I did kindergarten, I was like, yeah, I don't I don't think this is for me. So I got to college, and I was dead set on being a physical therapist. So I got my degree in exercise health science, and I was focused on pre-therapy at first. But then my coach told me, he was like, I don't think you're going to be a physical therapist. Like, he kept telling me,
You
you need to
saw
be a
something.
teacher. And I was
Okay.
like, no, I'm not doing that. So I ended up changing to like foundations of exercise health science. So that's what I still got my degree in.
Okay.
And then when I graduated from college, um, I ended up getting a coaching job at East Hamilton High School. And so I became an ex ed assistant. And so then, as I was working at the school, I was like, dang, I really like this. I like being around the kids. Um, I think I want to be a teacher actually. So I applied to Lee University, and I got into their job embedded program. And 2 weeks before school started the following year, so the 2023-24 school year, I lost my job at East Hamilton, and I found out through an email. And so 3 days before school started, I'm like, it's like we have 3 days at this point. And then Howard Connect called me and told me to come in for an interview. And then they hired me to be their seventh grade science teacher.
Mm.
And so then I just kind of was like, oh my gosh, I have 3 days to prepare to teach
Curriculum.
a whole curriculum. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I got in there, and I was terrified because I was like, I have not started my education classes because I just got into the
Right.
program. And now I'm about to teach these kids. I know science, but do I know how to teach it?
Mm.
And so I was like, you know what? We just gonna go for it. And so got in there. Of course, the kids was like, where's the decorations? You don't have nothing in this room. Where's your stuff at? Y'all, I just got here 3 days ago. Like, it's
They will
coming.
say they
Yes.
will say whatever is on their mind.
Yes. But I ended up loving it. And then we got the news that Howard Connect was closing. And so it didn't really hit until because they knew I was coming to Brown to teach. But like that last day of school when we were all together, that's when it really hit me like, oh my gosh, I really love my job. And I love the kids because we were all boohoo crying
Oh.
because Miss Ludy has to leave. And they were going to be in eighth grade next year. And I'm not going to be here.
So just a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. And so yeah, then I ended up at Brown and love it there and love the kids.
Wow.
And now here I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's something, very early on in our age, when we're younger, it is sometimes things stick out. I'm like, okay, I want to be this. And for me, I was younger, way younger, and I was like, I want to be in the medical field, a nurse or a social worker. So I kept going back and forth between those two things. And long story short, I ended up, social work. But it's funny how when we're younger, we kind of have an idea God kind of like put
Yeah.
things in us, and we see it along with other people seeing it as well. And don't matter if you run from it,
Right.
you're gonna sucker back around to it,
Yes.
and so just to hear you even say I want to be a teacher, but you also got your physical therapy
Mm-hmm.
degree. But what are you now? A
A
teacher.
teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes we go down paths and we're like, oh
Yeah.
no, this is not what I want. All because we, didn't go ahead and pursue that very thing
Right.
that's in us. But I think it all worked together.
Yeah.
It all worked together, for
Yeah.
our good. So dude, how's your support system?
I have a great support system. Me and my mom, that's my best friend. Like we talk all the time, every day. If something's wrong, hey,
Wow.
if she don't answer the phone, I'm calling my granny or I'm calling my
Okay.
sister. Why is my mother not answering the
Right.
phone? What are y'all doing? Or I call my sister. And I have like great friends. Like my best friend, one of my best friends, she's also a teacher
Okay.
and she teaches science as well, but she's at Tyner.
Okay.
So I definitely, when it's something with teaching and I'm just like feeling down or need someone to talk to, I can definitely call her because we're in the same
Wow.
like position.
That's great. Because reason why I asked about your support, because sometimes people don't have,
Mm-hmm.
a strong support system to help them on this journey. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it can be hard. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you have that strong support. Um, any you have any children? No children.
No.
No children. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I guess your busy life, you can be like,
Yeah.
not right now.
No.
So do it get hard in the school system? All
Yes.
the politics and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, so how do you in the classroom?
Mhm. Ugh.
our our babies, our little angels, they
Mhm.
see so much and they know so much.
Right.
Um, so how do you handle a kid that may be having a rough day or time?
Um, I think since I have established those relationships
Mm,
with the kids, when something's going on, either even one, most of them are not in my class at that time anyways, but they're standing at my door or they walk up to me
mhm.
and I'm like, "Oh, what is it?" And they're like, "I need to talk to you." And I can see like the tears forming
Yeah.
or something. I'm like, "Okay, you want to go to the hallway?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." And then everybody else knows like she's stepping out for a second.
Right.
Let's get started. Cause
Wow.
if you don't, I'm calling your parents. Like,
Right.
but even if they don't come up to me, I can tell when something's wrong, and
Wow.
so I'll either call them up to me or I'll go to them and I'll be like, "Hey, are you okay?" And they're like, "No," or they'll say yes, but they're not okay.
Right.
And so I'll just say, "Okay, well, give me like a signal if you want to
Okay.
talk, or you
Wow.
can go sit in my chair in the corner. Got a
Wow.
little comfy chair
Yeah.
where you go regroup."
Reset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's great to have that relationship with our kids and to
Hmm.
know, even if they don't open up at the time, just just for them to know, hey, I have a safe adult, trusted adult in the building
Hmm.
that I can go and talk to about whatever, and know that it's gonna, whatever they tell you is gonna stay with you, unless it's something, someone is causing them
Yes.
harm or they want to hurt themselves, and then you seek out the help for
Yes.
them. So that's great, and that they would even just open up because
Hmm.
they hold in so much.
Yeah.
They hold
Hmm.
in so much because of various things. But I'm glad that you're there to again help them and be that listening ear for them. So with do you sometimes feel that you may not, you do a lot. I know you do. Personally, I know you do. But is there ever time that you feel like I don't think I'm doing enough to help them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you handle that? Because it can weigh on you, and I know it
Uh
can. I'm
huh.
speaking from experience. But when you've done all you can, that's where that peace,
Right.
comes in. Like, I know I've done everything
Right.
that I can do to help this child. But have there ever been times where it just weighed on you, or you took their problems home with you?
Yes. Definitely like my first year when I was at Howard, um, like they would tell me, they would say, I forgot what the word was, but it's you carrying the emotions of someone else.
Um, is it transference? No.
Um,
Ah, I forgot. It's a social work term. Oops, I
yeah.
forgot. But I
But
know. Yeah, you
yeah,
can. Yeah,
so it's like you're not going through it, but they're going through it, but
yeah.
you're feeling what they're going
That
through.
trauma is it vicarious trauma?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like
Okay.
vicariously
Okay.
like living
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I would be at home and it's like 9 o'clock at night and I'm wondering like, oh my gosh, like are they okay? Like I wonder if they're gonna come to school tomorrow, or I wonder like what's happening or how I can help, what can I do?
Wow.
Where I'm like now I'm stressing myself out because I'm worried about
Yeah.
15 people and not worrying about, like I still need to worry about myself, but I need to worry about them
Yeah.
too, but
Right.
in a healthy way
Right.
of worrying. And so like now, um I'm trying to do better at leaving it at work,
Mm.
but there are some times where I'm at home and I'm thinking of like a conversation I've had with a student at school, and I'm like, okay, so tomorrow I make sure I go up to so and so and I do a check in or get an update on their
Mm.
situation, like things like that. Yeah.
And that show your heart, you know, because I know this with myself. Like, if a kid say, for example, they tell me, Miss Kennedy, I made the soccer team,
Hmm.
and and then the next day or on down in the week, I say, hey, how's it going with the soccer? And soccer on the soccer team, you can see their face like, wow, she
Uh huh.
remembered me. Yeah,
Yeah.
she remembered me. And so I'm sure they are really, now they may not even acknowledge or thank you for, asking them,
Right.
but still they know. Deep
Mm-hmm.
down they know, because I can remember some of my teachers from when I was in elementary, even Head Start,
Yeah.
that I know cared
Uh-huh.
about me. They would check on me, they would bring me treats,
Right.
make sure I had something to eat and things like that. So that's great. Yeah, yeah. So the child knows I have someone in this
Mm-hmm.
building, big old building, that actually care about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and you made another good point, like separating
Mm-hmm.
yourself, because we do, and we can and we do take their problems home.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are not setting those boundaries and doing self-care,
Right.
if we constantly giving from an empty bucket and not refilling,
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna be good for anybody.
No.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah.
be good for anybody. So speaking on self-care, what kind of self-care do you do?
Um, my self-care, I need, like, there's days that me and my girlfriends, we dedicate, this is our day,
Wow,
and
that's
we
great.
gonna get it all out, and we're gonna
Okay.
talk, and we're gonna hang out, and
Okay.
yes, I'm actually doing that after this, actually.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yes,
well,
yes,
thank you for coming and being a
yes,
part. Thank
yes.
you.
And so that, I journal a lot. I um I just try to do things that make me happy, things that bring me peace. Like, I like coloring, even
Okay.
though people like coloring. Like, I love to color.
Yeah, I,
And
I
so,
do
like
too.
those stress books,
Yes.
and you just color and doodle, and
Yes.
I like those.
Yes.
I love a nap. If I'm having a hard day, I'm
Hmm.
taking a nap.
Okay.
I don't care what time it
Right.
is.
I like that.
I'm taking a nap. Um, and just like being with family, being with friends, knowing I can call somebody and not have to go through things alone, I think is what gives me the peace
Yeah.
of knowing I'll be okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that you are intentional with your self care,
Yes.
and you have to be. You have to be. You have to. And I know things can come up, but you still have to say nope,
Yeah.
depending on what come up. Now
Yeah.
things may call your attention to it, but for the most part, being intentional
Hmm.
on this day, on this time, this is what I'm going to do, and
Hmm.
sticking to it, and
Yes.
sticking to it. Sometimes I think people in general say, I'm gonna go on a little mini vacation,
Hmm.
and don't go through with it for whatever reason. And we need that time away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because our schools, well, the one that we're at, is very emotional heavy
Hmm.
and behavioral heavy. I'm not downing anybody or any kid. They have things going on, but life happens, and they are just trying to figure out how to navigate through it and how to deal with different
Hmm.
things that take place in their life. And so I'm thankful that we are there to assist them as much as possible. So the behavior in the classroom. So how do you deal with that when a kid is having a day?
So I try to think about it as, are they acting out because they're going through something, or are they acting out because they want attention? Because some of them do anything to get attention. And so I'm like, all
I'm
right, y'all,
laughing because that's the truth.
let's stop what we doing. Let's give her attention real quick. Okay, you got it. All right. Now let's get back to work. But when it's someone who they're acting out because they have something going on and they don't know how to process what's going on in their mind. Um, I'm not gonna yell at you and like try to get you in more trouble or send you out. Like I'm gonna try to talk to you because I can tell something's going on.
Wow.
And so I'm like, okay, you know you're not supposed to do that. Do you do you need a moment by yourself? Do you want me to call someone? Do you want to talk about what's going on? And then they'll be like, can we go to the hallway? And then we'll go to the hallway, and then it ends up being something like, today's the day my grandmother passed away a year ago.
Grieving.
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So what do you need from me? And they're like, I just want to, can I sit by myself today? I don't want to work with nobody. And everybody's getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, go sit. And I look, I'm like, go sit over here. And they're like, okay, thank you. And so, like, I don't know what happens in other classes, but then they'll come back up to me and they're like, can I stay in here today? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, you got to go to your other classes. And they're like, well, can you tell Miss So-and-so, like, what's going on? So I don't have to tell her. And I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
So I'm at the point where I ask, I'm like, do you want me to tell them or do you want to tell them?
Good.
And 9 times out of 10, they're like, can you tell them? And I'm like, yes.
Wow. You are empowering them, and you getting basically their permission, because what I'm hearing is you don't want to mess up that trust that you have with them.
No, yeah.
And so that's great. That's great. And I'm sure you also tell them, you run that list down. Now, if this is going on, I have to pull in social worker, school counselor, whoever.
Yes, sometimes I do say, okay, well, I do have to tell like Miss Williams or Miss Kennedy, like, is that like, are you okay with that? And they're like, yeah, that's a good. I want you to tell them anyways. And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Or like, can you call her? Can you call Miss Kennedy to come to my room? And I'm like, yeah.
And you know what? I go now if I'm with someone, and I'm Miss Kennedy that she's speaking of, but as soon as Miss Ludy, at the time, Miss Ludy, she reach out to me and she tell me, I try to be Johnny on the spot unless, I'm I haven't seen the email because I'm away from my desk. Contrary to popular belief, social workers are not always at their desks. Okay. I just had to throw that at them. But I try to go around and get them as soon as possible and just listen to them. Sometimes they just need someone to listen.
Yeah, that's what I noticed a lot. They just want to talk to somebody.
They just want you to listen.
Yeah.
And I'm finding it out. And so I just sit back and they were like, you understand, Miss Kennedy? I'm like, yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. Yeah. Yeah. I hear what you're saying, and I give it back to them what I heard them say. They were like, yes, ma'am. And so I also asked them, you want me to talk to such and such, or do you want to do it? And they're like, I'll take care of it. I said, okay. I'm here if you need me.
Right.
And they be like, yes, ma'am. And they go on and they have most of the time have a better day.
Yeah.
So it's all in listening to our children. And I say, I have a lot of kids. How many at Brown? Probably like close to 300, maybe 200 and something.
I think it's over 300.
Okay, over 300. And all of them are my children. And some of them ask, am I your favorite? I said, all of y'all are my favorite. And that's not the answer that they're looking for, but that's what I give them, because I know, sure, it's my name is Linda. They're going to take that. I'm Miss Kennedy's favorite, and rub it in somebody else's face. But, for the most part, I absolutely love what I do as well. So parent involvement. That is how's that? How does that go?
There are some parents that I know if I call or if I text them, they are answering immediately. Put him on the phone. Yes, ma'am. Here you go. Then there's some parents who I have called, I have texted, and I have not gotten a response.
Okay.
And it's like, or I'll call them throughout the semester, then we're at the end because their child is failing.
Mm,
And then I finally hear from them, and then they're mad at me because their child is failing.
mm,
And I'm like, I tried to call you and text you, and I told your child, and I sent stuff home, and it
mm.
didn't get done.
Okay.
And so at
Okay.
that point, I'm like stuck because I'm like, hey,
It's one of those it is what it is
yeah,
moments. Yeah.
yes. But I will say that I have a good amount of parent involvements. Like some parents I call, they come up to the school no matter what they doing. I'm on the way. And then I get called to the front,
Yep.
bring the
I've
student.
seen it.
Yep,
Yep. I've seen it.
go get her. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yep.
I'll go
And
get
that
her.
parent take care of it
Yes,
right then.
right then.
Yeah, and I'm sure
Yeah.
that is very much appreciated because
Yes,
it takes a village.
right.
We've heard that, and I'm
Hmm.
sure you've heard it. It takes a
Yes.
village to uh to raise a child,
Hmm.
to train a child, and so to guide a child. So parents, you do what you do at home, we do what we do at the school, we work together,
Hmm.
and hey, and I know I've witnessed um a particular, I'm not gonna mention any names, but it's been times I've reached out to a parent while that student was in my office, and the parent, like you said, put that child on the phone and put my child on the phone, and I do, and yeah, and so and that child's rest of the day was great.
Yeah.
Great day,
Phenomenal. Yeah.
yeah. So it does take, it does take a village, and I know we all can point fingers. Parents can point fingers at the school system.
Yeah.
School system can point fingers, at parents. It take all of us. It takes all of us. Yeah. Um, so how many years you been teaching again?
This is my third year.
Third year. Okay.
Mhm.
Overall.
Yes.
Okay.
Second
Wow.
year at Brown.
Okay.
Hmm.
Three total. Okay. So do you see yourself doing anything else other than teaching? No.
No. Like, I mean, outside of school, I do hair
Okay.
and like I do that to make some extra money because teachers don't make much.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like I like doing that. But as far as like my career and things of that, I see myself teaching and I see myself coaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so you're sold on that thing.
Yes.
Teaching and coaching. All
Hmm.
right. So, okay, you just mentioned about hair. Okay.
Yes.
How long you been doing hair?
So I started doing hair in college. It was like 2018.
Wow.
And I was, you know, broke college student. And there was some men on the basketball team that they wanted their hair twisted and they didn't know how to twist their hair. And I'm like, oh, I know how to twist
I
it.
got you.
$25.
Okay.
And they're like,
Yeah.
here. And I'm like, oh, okay. I can make some money.
Wow.
And so then by my senior year, it was like I had multiple people, like other schools, even like people are driving to come get their hair done. So I was like, oh, like I'm actually good at this. I'm gonna keep doing it. And so then once I moved away from college, I was like, oh my gosh, am I done doing hair? Are people gonna ask me to do their hair? And then I people kept coming and asking. And so
Wow.
I've gained more people over time. And so yeah, I just do like braids
Yeah.
and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was self-taught.
Yes. So my when I was little, my nana owned a hair salon.
Okay.
She passed away when I was in 8th grade.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. So she owned a hair salon, and I swear everybody was in there. And so I wanted to do the hair too, but she's like, you can't do nobody's hair here. And she had little mannequin heads. And so I would play with those. And then I was obsessed with Bratz dolls. And my mom got me Yasmin, who I used to think I was Yasmin, the Bratz doll. So she got me a mannequin head, and it was Yasmin. And so my mom, she would do braids and stuff. And so I just kept practicing on my little
Wow.
Bratz doll. And then, like, throughout middle school, my teammates, like, we'd have softball games, and they're like, oh, can you braid my hair? And so I'd like throw some quick little braids in. But
Wow.
so I technically, yeah, I'm like self taught, but I've been doing it for a long
Wow.
time.
That's a
But I
gift.
didn't actually
Wow. It's a
start
gift. Wow.
trying until college. As in,
Wow.
like, you need to pay me to do your hair.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yes.
So you said you're originally from Georgia.
Hmm.
So how was that growing up in Georgia?
Um, it's small. I feel like everybody knows everybody because I was in Lafayette at first. And so I went to Naomi Elementary from pre-K to 2nd grade. And um 3rd grade, I ended up moving because my cousins went to another elementary school there, North Lafayette Elementary. So I ended up moving there in 3rd grade. And so I was excited because I'm at school with my cousins now. Like, we running the school, but
Right.
we're not. But in my mind,
Right.
yes, we are. So, um, like, I have a cousin. His name's Kadarin, but I I told everybody that was my brother growing up because we were same grade. We always together. Like,
Yeah.
we don't play about each other. So then middle school came. All 3 elementary schools at the time. We all go to the 6th grade academy. And now 6th graders at the middle school. But when I was in middle school, there was this different building,
Mm-hmm.
and all of 6th grade was at this building. And then the middle school held 7th and 8th grade.
Okay.
And so um, that was, I would say, I got in trouble for the first time in 6th grade.
Oh.
It wasn't, I called my teacher, his name, okay. First day of school, this was his first year teaching. He told us his name, but I forgot it. And so instead of asking him what his name was, I just yelled out, Mr. Teacher. And he got mad. And he gave me lunch detention on the first day of school. And I was like, oh my gosh, what? And then it was just small stuff that I was getting in trouble for. But I was grieving because I had just lost my pawpaw right before school
Oh.
started.
Okay.
And that was like my best friend. And so I didn't know how to like process
Yeah.
those emotions, I feel like. So I was just doing stuff. And so then 7th grade came, things was great. 8th grade came. My nana had dropped me off at school, and after she was supposed to come back because I had a softball game, and she was supposed to bring me my uniform, and it had hit lunchtime, and I'm like, okay, like, where you at? And then they were like, Shayla Ludy, please report to the office for checkout. And I was like, why am I getting checked out?
And I have a game.
And I got a game. I'm like, maybe she can't find my uniform. She need me to go home and get it.
Right.
She need me to go find it.
Mm.
So then I see my Granny Faye, who was my mom's mom. So my nana was my dad's mom. And I'm like, why is she here? Okay, whatever. And she was like, turn your phone off. Don't get on Facebook. And I'm like, now I'm going to get on Facebook because you told me not to get on
Right.
Facebook. And they're like, pray for the Ludy family, pray for the Ludy family, pray for the
Oh.
Ludy family. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it? Oh my gosh, what is it?
Mm.
And so she's like, we're going to go to the high school and check out your sister. Because my sister, she's 3 years older than me. So she was a junior in high
Okay.
school at the time. And she got in the car confused because people kept coming up to her, she said, and was hugging her at school. And she's
Mm.
like, what are y'all? Okay, whatever.
What's going
So
on?
we in the back seat and we looking at each other. We like, girl, do you know what's going on? Okay, whatever. So as we're on the way to the hospital, I'm thinking it's my dad
Mm.
because my dad drove a Dodge Charger. In my opinion, he was driving fast. He always drove fast. I was like, he done wrecked the car.
Mm.
And I'm like, I'm thinking I'm not thinking it's my Nana because you just dropped me off.
Right.
So we get there and then I see my mom. So I'm like, okay, she's fine. My dad walks around the corner. I'm like, oh, okay, he's fine. I see my grandma and I'm like,
Mm.
okay, she's fine. I'm still not thinking my Nana. And then they surround us, they tell us the news, your Nana passed away. And I'm like, what you mean my Nana passed away? She just dropped me off at school.
Mm.
So I went in there, seen her, and there she was. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, but the last thing we did say to each other was, I love you. So
Yeah.
I was happy about that. Like at least
Yeah.
she knew, I knew. I mean, we didn't have to say it to know. But after that, that year was hard. My parents had also split up that year. Um, Ninth grade came. Me and my sister were at school together. Um, was not really a good year. I kept asking, can I move? My mom was like, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. 10th grade came. Now I'm at school by myself. Was not, I literally had like 80 something absences
Wow.
because, but not because I wasn't at school. My mom would drop me off.
Oh,
I
you
was
was
just leaving
leaving,
with
going
other
somewhere.
people,
Okay.
but I would
You was
return.
skipping
I was
school.
skipping.
All right.
But look, but I was skipping because I was with the older people and they were like, let's go get something to eat. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah, let's do
let's
that. Forget
go.
school.
Forget school. I'm going to come back. Like, I have good grades. Like, I'm just skipping weight
Wow.
training and PE and stuff. So, like, I'll be fine. And then I was like, dang, I didn't process, like, you can count an absent. And so they was like, you got ISS. And I was like, for what? And they said, you've been skipping.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And they know.
I didn't think that counted as skip. Like that's literally skipping. So
Yes, ma'am.
so then one day I remember we played Heritage in basketball. And I'm at Lafayette High School and it was their senior night and I had scored like 42 points that game.
Wow.
And we lost by 30 points. And so my mom came up to me after the game. She was like, you are moving. And I was like, thank you. Because I can't
Yeah.
I can't do this. I can't. It's like
So
I'm
many
trying to go
memories.
somewhere and play, but I just feel like no college coaches was going to come watch me at the school that I was at. So junior year starts and I'm thinking I'm still at Lafayette. And so it's the first day of school. My mom calls me. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what you mean what I'm doing? I'm getting ready for school. She said, oh, you can go back to bed. And I was like, for what? And she said, you don't go there anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh, you lying. And she was like, no, you go to Heritage. They start school next week. And I was like, this is beautiful, but they are going to be mad at me
Mm-hmm.
at Lafayette.
Yeah, because they thought you were coming.
Because they thought I was coming. And they gonna think I knew this whole time. And look, I just found out today too, y'all. So I moved and they text me like, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I'm like, I don't go there. And so After that, we would play Lafayette, but it was, if I'm running out there, it's traitor, you suck, boo. Like they was
Wow.
yelling,
Kids can be mean
they was
though.
yelling
They
crazy
say
stuff to
some
me.
things.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And so it was just, I knew when we played them, it was going to be a hostile
Situation.
environment.
Wow. Did you
Yes.
still play your best?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, like, I
Good.
still had some friends there. Like, before one of the softball games, one of my teammates, I had played with her since third grade up until I moved. And she texted me and she said, "Meet me in the bathroom. I can't be seen talking to you." And I was like,
Wow.
"What?" So I go in the bathroom and she said, "Be careful because they're going to try to hurt you out there in the game today." And I was like, "Who?"
That oh wow,
Yeah.
that's serious.
Yes. I said I didn't think it was this serious, to be honest.
Goodness.
Yeah. And so I was like, "Well, thank you for the heads up." And yeah, it was a lot. But when I got to Heritage, I loved it. I loved that school. I had such good friends and
So,
teachers was
so
nice.
how did so
Everything.
with your friend giving you the inside scoop?
Hmm.
Did they try anything? Did you notice them trying anything
Yeah, I
during the
actually
game?
actually got hurt. Actually, I stole to second base, and when I dove in second base. The girl like put her knee like in my neck, and so I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And it hurt. Like I was
Well, you
like,
handled that well.
"Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah." Of course, everybody in the stands yelling and screaming. And one game they was going back and forth, and my coach was
Oh,
just like, "Don't."
oh, because you didn't want to go to the school
Yeah, just
anymore.
because I moved.
Wow. The way
Yeah.
kids think though, you
Right.
know.
Right. Yeah.
Wow. Well, some adults too, but
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So that was something.
Hmm.
But did you have to face any like racism or anything at your school?
Um, the only racism I faced, I had just moved to Heritage and I was playing with their team. Like we played in a tournament in like Chatsworth, Georgia. And we played this team. And during the game, this girl called me the N word. And I was like,
Oh.
I said, "What?" I said, "What did you say?" And she said it again.
Oh, you said it
Like she
twice.
said it twice. She
Oh.
said, "What you gonna do?" N word.
Oh my.
Yeah. So then I started fighting her. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Well,
she said it twice.
yeah.
And she asked me what I was gonna do. So I was like, I have to hit you.
Yeah, I have to.
I have to. I have to
That
hit you.
warrants.
Like I have to hit you. So that was the only time I got in trouble for
Wow. And you
yeah.
know that's and how what grade were you?
I was in 11th.
Yeah, so a kid,
Yeah, I
two
was
children.
16.
She learned that. She learned that from home. I'm sure
Yeah.
they taught like that at
Yeah.
home,
Hmm.
even out in society. And that's sad, but hey, you have to watch what you say to others.
Right.
That's I mean,
Yeah.
you have to watch
Because
what you
my
say.
mom, she was mad.
Yeah,
She was
absolutely. Yeah.
mad. And because she didn't know why I hit the girl. She was like, "You cannot just be hitting people and all this stuff." And I was like, "Mom, she called me the N word." And she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Right.
oh, okay,
Oh, okay.
okay."
Yeah.
And my sister was like, "Good job." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank you."
I am first of all, thank you again for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate that and sharing your journey.
Yes.
So you are African a young educated African American female teacher. And
Hmm.
so it just shows that, for our black and brown kids,
Hmm.
you can be whatever you want to be.
Yes.
You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, of course,
No.
but why want it easy? We
Yeah.
appreciate things when we have to put that work in.
Right.
But yeah, you can be whatever you want to be
Hmm.
and be good at it.
Yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
tell them
Yeah,
at
absolutely.
school.
I see you firsthand. So she not just
Yeah.
blowing smoke.
No.
The kids actually surround her every day. And here I
Yeah.
come, drill sergeant. Go to
Yeah.
class, go to class, go to class. And they're constantly hugging on her throughout the day. They come loving on her. And I just love it. I just love it. I'm honored to know you. Just keep being great in what you do. Doing hair, coaching, teaching, whatever. I pray that God continue to bless your hand and whatever He allow you to put it to. So thank you for the time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And just enjoy this day. Enjoy this
Yes.
day with your friends. And yeah. And so you all, thank you all for listening in. Remember, I'm on the first Saturday of every month at 11 o'clock. I don't take lightly that you tune in. I appreciate that, whether you're tuning in now or later. That's okay. I appreciate you so much. Good morning, Sister Deborah Henry. Good morning. Oh, and my and my husband. Okay, yeah, he's getting his feet done. He's telling me that. Thank you. So, you all go be great. Love on somebody. Show kindness today. And on Sunday, go and praise the Lord
Hmm.
Jesus Christ for what He has done. What He has done. If it weren't for Him, none of us would be here. So, I love
Yes.
you and be blessed. So great.